in amongst a whole bunch of geysers as well, which we're kind of close to here now. The base is a little bit close to here. So if we set up like a thing up here whereby we'll leave some space for like our rocket, so we don't have to like blast off from too far down, right? So we'll leave some space for the rocket, which means that we'll have like our observatory over here-ish. We'll have the rocket bay will be like over here, and then over here we'll set up a room for this thing. We'll start feeding some hydrogen into it, and then what we'll do for this is because we've got water so close by, we'll set up a couple of these modules so that we can just produce some more hydrogen up here. We need to produce oxygen for the telescope anyway, so we can use some of that oxygen. And then we can run the oxygen through here and cool it. And then with that cooled oxygen, we could potentially use that to cool other things as well, right? And then along the side here too, if we put a whole bunch of temp plates in here, we could have our polymer presses and stuff in here, because it'll be nice and cold here anyway, but maybe not for too long, because the ice biome will probably melt when we start putting a bunch of industry in here. But it could be a good way of doing it, right? And then we're close to this output here for any garbage gas that we create. So maybe this is the spot. It just means that we're gonna have to pump hot petroleum up from this point to here, which is not a huge problem. Just make sure it doesn't run through the base because it is hot. But there's plenty of space for it to run along here and then up here and then over. It's not like it wouldn't take that long to do, right? I don't think. Yeah, fuck it. I think we'll do it. How is this? There's a little bit of chlorine in here and a little bit of carbon dioxide as well. But most of the polluted oxygen that's being produced here by this slime is just getting eaten by these deodorizers, right? So we don't have a room filled with polluted oxygen, thankfully. It's good. I didn't get tea, sorry. I haven't even looked at chat. I'm lost in thought here. I didn't get tea. I was offered tea though, and I had a tea this morning before I started streaming. So I'm on 2 teas, which is already, that's how many I normally have per day. Which means that I'm probably going to end up having about 4 teas today, which is too many teas. I'm going to be whizzing like a racehorse all night, which is the worst. I don't like to whiz like a racehorse. I like to just whiz normally, like a human, not like a racehorse, you know? Right? Yeah. Is that right? Gentle Big Griff, hey, thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Here, have an English meal deal. Doth your wife know you weareth her drapes? Nop. Shooketh. What do you call a Mexican who has lost his car? Carlos. Hi, Griff, proud owner of Griff Manor, would like to donate these sips and meal deals. Sincerely, Griff. Gentleman Griff, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. That's really nice of you. I think the TTS limit is like really high though, to discourage spamming. That's why we added it. That's why we made it high. We're gonna have to dig all of this out, guys. We're gonna have to dig most of this out, I think. Most, if not all of this, if we're gonna set up this new stuff. Also, the fact that we have a red hot copper volcano here isn't gonna help us out much because it's gonna get hot around here too, right? But the copper is going to be good to have. We can maybe use this copper for our temp shift plates, but I think people are saying that diamond is the best stuff to use. So maybe we can start digging in and grabbing some of this diamond. I think we already have a little bit, but it'd be worth getting a little bit more, right? So you can make it back up from there, which means that we could dig out all of this, and this, and this, and that. So like one pocket of diamond. And this is to help us cool down our polymer presses, right? Yeah. Have I considered using conveyor belts near the volcanoes to gather all of the refined metal? Near volcano. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were gonna set up some automation, but we just got sidetracked with other stuff. We could easily set up some automation to get these refined metals into a better spot, right? Refined metals, we probably want to like collect it up around here somewhere. Just put it into storage, like maybe in here somewhere. Because a lot of our industry looks like it's going to go in around here, around this cooling. So, and that's what we're primarily going to need refined metal for, right? And then transport tubes and stuff. We're going to need some refined metal for the entrances, and then plastic for the actual tubes. I guess we would want to have a transport tube heading up to here when we start building this stuff, and then we could have like a drop off here so that they can get in here and do these jobs and stuff as well. So we're gonna want to have like another column on the side here so that they can get off at some of these stops. We're gonna make a big transport network eventually. Well, we can start digging that stuff out anyway. We've dug all this stuff. Oh, fuck me, there's a lot of eggshells here. What the hell? Okay, we're going to want to pool this water down here too. We don't want this water in the way. And then we'll start building a platform over here to line up with this. So it's going to be on this tile here. So we'll make this out of, what, abyssalite? There's a mushroom in the way. Okay, good. So get rid of all this stuff. We'll mine up a bunch of this crap. That water can probably just stay there, and then we can just like break in from the bottom here. So we can easily run water. We can contain these one of these steam vents. The steam vent. How hot is this water? Can we cool down this copper volcano with water, or should we just close it off and then just have like some automation pick up this stuff and send it to a container? Have I ever tried Hollow Knight? No, I never have actually. Is there a proper pissfall yet? Yeah, it's over here. It's all the way over here. But we've blocked it off because the container was full and it was overflowing. But it looks like we've used quite a bit of it to fill up this. This is currently only pumping water into here. So, fuck, we're never going to run out of water. We're never going to run out of this water for this. It's crazy. But we are going to need a little bit of water for our research once the space telescope is set up and we start researching rocketry and stuff. Oh, look at all this shit falling down here, too. All the way down. Boom. Good. Okay, they can collect all that stuff down there. That's fine. And then we can get on with these jobs. We'll start working our way into here, dig this out, and then get it up and running. And then we can cool down some polymer presses and possibly some other shit as well. I mean, if we're going to pump petroleum up here, which it looks like we're going to do, we could even get some petroleum generators up here too. It just means that somebody is going to have to be on this thing like all the goddamn time. Ah, shit. It's not about setting it to priority 9. I forgot about this filter. Because we've managed to get some water and polluted how hot is it down here? It's still not hot enough for this stuff to like evaporate, right? It's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna get into the thing. And this thing was running way too hot. Okay. For now we can just do this though, right? Liquid pipe. Okay, so let's just delete all this piping. And then just have this going directly into the thing again, right? Just so we can start pumping out some petroleum. Because while we're digging out all this up here and stuff, we can just be amassing a bunch of petroleum that we can then just pump back up here after, right? No? What do I think about legalization in your country of origin? I, for one, am quite happy about it. I think it's a good thing. I think I'm not surprised that people are happy about it. I think it's great. I think it's like about time too. I don't know why they took so long to do it, really. But there you go. Okay. Let's mine out some of this abyssalite as well, because we're going to be using abyssalite primarily for a lot of this stuff, right? So it's a natural insulator while we can still use it as well. We have like another day to use abyssalite like this before the next patch hits, and then we're going to have to start using like ceramics or something instead. We're going to have to start making some clay, a lot of clay. Fuck. I mean, we could get some kilns set up and we can start making some ceramics. Ceramics probably the best one, right? For in terms of keeping heat out of like that chamber. You can smell my bong water from here. Yeah. If weed was 100% legal for you, would you toke? I don't know. I don't know if I would at this point in my life, really. I feel like, you know, like if weed was legal when I was like a teenager, that would have been fucking great. But now, I don't know if I would. I mean, I might. I might actually. If they made it like, I don't know. Maybe I would just get edibles instead. It's a little bit easier, right? But then you can't do shotguns through your friend's nose and stuff with edibles. You could like regurgitate it, I guess, and feed it into like you could baby bird you could baby bird your friend with edibles instead of shotgunning them. Maybe that's gonna be the new thing. Maybe that's what people are gonna do now instead. Now that because when we went to Seattle in Washington State, it's legal, and I guess a big part of it being legal is that it's really easy for them to sell edibles now, and I guess they're pretty popular because they had fucking tons of them. So yeah, so maybe yeah. Well, yeah, I could eat it right out of their ass too. Yeah, that works too. Man, imagine eating somebody's ass and getting high because they had lots of edibles. That'd fucking be crazy. Yeah, I would love that. We could smoke a joint and then blow it into your friend's ass. Well, if they wanted to do that, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. Why not, right? I'd be up for it. Okay, so we're gonna build this up to about, you know what? Fuck it, we'll just build it all the way over and then we'll cut out the bits that we need, right? So this is what, 4 highs, so that means that we're gonna just be plowing right through here. Into here as well. We want to dig out all of this, and then we can dig out the rest of this stuff when we get there. And then we can start setting some stuff up. It's kind of a shame that we didn't have plastic before this, because it would have been nice to have dupes just get dropped off here at this stop and do stuff. That would have been really nice, but whatever. Let's put some deodorizers on here too. Just to eat up some of this fucking polluted oxygen. It's everywhere. There's probably slime lung all over the damn place too. Okay, good. Oh my god. Look at all this water. Just when you thought... There's no way we're ever running out of water, right? Famous last words, I know, but still. You're telling my wife, don't do it. Is this a modern take on Dwarf Fortress? Never seen this game before? It's not really, no. I mean, it's a little bit Dwarf Fortressy. And it's a little bit like Terraria as well. And it does its own things too. It's a really interesting game. I love the... hey, look at this. We've almost gotten rid of like all of the stuff in here too. And look at... Oh, fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to kill a baby. We're gonna have to kill this baby. Because we don't want him fucking... We don't want him fucking pooping in here, right? We don't want this chamber filled with polluted... It's a dense pufflet. What's he good at doing? Information. We have to capture him with the lure. Oh! He excretes oxalate. And he eats oxygen. Okay. That's fine. That I can deal with. It's just the ones that poop out slime. Those are the ones that I just can't be having, right? No? We're gonna have to kill this baby. I know, we almost killed the baby. Well, we didn't kill the baby, though. It's fine. Who has finished their job training? It's Toto. Toto, good job. Okay, you're ready to do some better digging. That's another person who can dig out some of this abyssalite and whatnot. It'll be really good. Okay, perfect. So these guys are just having to run down all the time to get materials and stuff. Maybe we can store... We know that we're going to be using a lot of abyssalite here, right? So maybe we store some abyssalite in here. And we can even use some abyssalite to make this container too, right? So that they don't have to go so far to get the stuff. We're going to be primarily using abyssalite up here, I think. So we might as well start storing it. If somebody wants to come up and store some for the boys to use when they're doing their construction and stuff, that would be perfect. What will you do if Poofy starts playing Fortnite and asks you to play with him? That's kind of a step beyond playing Mario together. I don't know. When he's old enough to play Fortnite, he probably really won't want to play video games with me. I wouldn't have thought. You never know, though, but, you know, I'm not too worried about it. Like, I mean, I'm not, like, against playing Fortnite. It's not, like, it's not my favorite game or anything, but it's not a bad game. Like, I would play it. You know, especially if my son wanted me to play with him. Like, I would probably play it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it that much, but whatever. I was telling him about Planet Coaster, and he was like, "Oh my god, I have to play that game." So who knows? Maybe he won't play Fortnite. Maybe he'll want to play games like the ones that I play, and then I'll never have to worry about playing Fortnite, right? Yeah. But what if he wanted you to do dances with him? Well, I mean, I'm always up for doing a couple of dances. That's not a problem. Doing a dance or two is not a problem. So this is raw mineral, abyssalite. Good. Okay. Let's see if we can get some of this stuff stored in here. I don't know if we have anybody on priority running around and storing stuff, but let's just see what happens and hope for the best. That's what I like to do. I just like to see what happens and hope for the best. Could I do the Fortnite dance? Isn't there a bunch of different ones? Is that one with like the hand and leg scissoring or whatever? Like fucking, you go to kids' parties, like 6-year-old kids are doing that dance. Like, it's crazy. It really is just the new Minecraft, that game. The appeal is insane. It's nuts. Scissoring. Yeah, well, I mean, like, not like sexual scissoring. I mean, like, you know, you do like that motion with your arms, like a pair of scissors, and then you like shake your legs or whatever. Fuck, I don't know what the dance is. Okay, all I know is that some kids do it, and I know that it's from Fortnite because I remember the dance. Or seeing that dance. All right? And I'm just trying to make you guys aware that these are 6-year-old kids. So it's become a cultural phenomenon, okay? Playing Dance Dance Revolution to make every building.
You're doing great, Dad.
Now that's something I'd watch. Can you imagine?
Just got offered a job, Dad.
That'd be crazy.
No more being an unemployed bum.
Nice.
Floss for me in celebration,
all
not
right.
the dance.
Right.
Remember to floss daily for perfect dental hygiene.
All right.
Am I high? Who knows? Bye.
John Bees, you know what? Get it out of your system, man, because you're gonna be working for the man soon, and he's got a highness detector as well, so you can't turn up to work high. So you might as well enjoy yourself now before you start your new job. And congrats, man, and thanks $20 as well. I really appreciate it. All right. We're unearthing some ancient technology here. This bad boy has a gas input, which accepts hydrogen, and once it powers up, it just cools down. It's like a big wheezewort, okay? So we're gonna put this in a chamber and cool down a chamber, big time. And then we can probably with some temp shift plates. Through like an obsidian or granite wall or something like that, we're gonna absorb heat from like an adjacent room into here and have it cool down the plates out there, and hopefully that'll just keep a room cool enough to run like 4 polymer presses, which would be good. We'd have a ton of plastic from that, and we'd be able to make a lot of tubes. And refined metal we have no problem with right now because we've got fucking tons of it. We've got 2 volcanoes spewing this shit out all the time. So refined metal's not a problem. We don't need to worry about manufacturing any just yet, if ever. With these 2 volcanoes, I wouldn't have thought. So we'll see. Anyone know how to get into the Yogscast Destiny 2 clan? Yeah, there's a couple of guys that are always online, like Mist and Golden Pants and people like that. Just get in touch with one of them and they can get you in. I think there's still spots. So it should be fine. Fuck me, there's a lot of polluted oxygen here. Let's try to get some more deodorizers set up. so that we can eat up all this polluted oxygen. 'Cause it's gross. We'll eat up as much of it as we can. But we still have a whole bunch of slime and shit to unearth here, right? So, granted, stores a lot of heat, but that doesn't help you long term. No, it stores the heat, but what we want to try to do is we want to try to like we want to have a room here that's very cold with temp shift plates in it, and then we want to have a room next to it that is very hot with temp shift plates into it, and the temp shift plates should transfer the heat across, right, into the cold room, which will cool it down, and then redistribute around so that it has like a it has like a cooling effect, right? I think that's how it works. Maybe it doesn't work like that, and maybe we just have to do like a radiator or pump in some like cold gas or use a radiator with like some cold water in it or something. But we're gonna try it this way and see if it works. See if we can just keep a room like... It's not going to be perfect. It's probably not going to be like sub-zero temperatures, but like, you know, if we're running something that overheats at like 150 degrees, and if a polymer press is running at like 70 degrees or whatever, that's fine, right? As long as it's like consistently at 70 and not really like peaking anywhere where it's going to break, it should be fine. Just turn on the AC, a hydrogen-filled chamber with the zero temp thingy. Yeah, so we're going to have... this in here, we're going to feed hydrogen into it. We're going to flood the chamber with hydrogen as well. And then we're going to have temp shift plates. So eventually, after this has been running for a while, the room will be very cold, okay? And then we're going to basically just make some industry around it with the temp shift plates connecting up so that it just sort of normalizes the temperature in those like adjacent rooms. And plus, we're in an ice biome where it's already a little bit cold. So we'll have like a little bit of a boost of coolness from there too, right? Should be good. Oh wow, we fucking dug through here already. This is great. Okay, so we can do this and start deconstructing these. We don't want these here, so we'll deconstruct all this stuff. We'll mine this out. Might need another ladder here. And then I think underneath here we'll start setting up. We'll probably get like 1 or 2 of these modules, maybe just 1 even. We just need the hydrogen that this pumps out to pump it into this, and it doesn't need to be. We don't need a ton of it either. So we could even just pump it into a tank and then fill it up, and then pump whatever is in the tank back into this, just so it doesn't get clogged up. And then the oxygen we will use to either run through a radiator through this room and cool it if we need to do that. I don't think we'll need to do it. Or we'll just run it up to here for this telescope. And we might just want like another base up here in space, closer to space, closer to the rocket perhaps. Maybe we can like, you know, once we have the rocket set up and we have some people trained as astronauts or whatever, we can almost have like a living quarters here just for those astronauts. Put some food in there for them and stuff, and then they're really close to the rocket and they're just ready to go. Although we'll probably have transport tubes, so it's probably just like a detail thing or whatever, but it could be fun. Also, I'm dumb. Really dumb. Like super dumb. No? It's going to be a long petrol pipe. Yeah, it sure is. It is going to be a really long one. But, I mean... I don't know. I think it's like, no matter what, it's either going to be a long petrol pipe or it's going to be a really long crude oil pipe. So either way, we have to get one of these resources up here, right? So we might as well just take the hit, get it pumped up here. This would be like the only liquid that'll run up here. Oh yeah, we wanted to fix this too, didn't we? So that it's actually working. Okay, good. It didn't need anybody to come down and do the job either, which is pretty nice. Okay, so this bad boy here can be uprooted. Put back in the storage. This will be deconstructed. And then we're just going to have to hope that we don't accidentally suck up something wrong into the oil refinery. It'll just take the damage though, I guess, right? And just repair it. Shouldn't be too bad. Is that filled up? Hey, look at It's Toto, everybody. Toto's in the house. Look at that. Making some petroleum. Whoa, baby. Look at it. It's pouring out. Ah, that's perfect. Okay, great. So that's good. So petroleum production is back underway. And then we can carry on doing these jobs and stuff up here. I guess we can just do a bioscan here to get rid of this. There's some lockers and shit in there too, so we can use that. Okay, so here we're gonna have. Do we want? So do we need insulation, or can we just use abyssalite? We don't really. I guess we should probably use insulation, really, right? I have a nice log pipe. Thanks. Christmas crustacean. Good night. See you later, man. Thanks for turning up. You're at work now. Time for more slacking off? Yes. Petroleum production is back on the menu, boys. Yeah, that's right. We are doing it again. Is the guy still trapped in the wall? No, I don't think so. Unless he died and I didn't notice. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that that's not the case. Insulator and slow heating. So we don't actually need to, right? It's already an insulator, so we can just do it like this. Do we want it to be in the middle of the room? Or like to the side of the room? Maybe like in the middle of the room, right? And then we can branch out like each side. And maybe even above as well. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make it like a fairly big room. 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's like more to cool down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it'll go like that. Okay. And then we want to make sure that all of this stuff is out of here too, right? So we'll dig up all this. Let's dig up this too. Dig that. Dig this. And then let's dig underneath here. Okay, perfect. We can like join in from the other side too. I'm gonna have to put sandbox mode on to destroy this stuff too, right? Because it's gonna be in the way. You can't do anything about it. I know it's a little bit cheaty, but you can't deconstruct some of this stuff, so you have to do it like that. What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't know. I don't know what's in the box. I have no idea. Underneath here, we're gonna set up these little sort of hydrogen oxygen modules. We can set up 1 or 2, but we'll probably just do 1. And then we don't need to worry about cooling what's in there and stuff because I don't think it really matters. And then it's primarily to feed hydrogen into this thing, right? So we're gonna have to build a pump, probably down here or something. I got all this water here. Polluted water. Polluted water we can't use, but fresh water we can use. And then there's this too. Oh, fuck. This is like spilling up and over. Dripping down into the base and into this pool. So maybe we try to like contain this one. There's like a bit of polluted water up there too, isn't there? We might need to make some more waterfalls. The insulated tile doubles the thermal insulation, and it uses double the resources of a normal tile, thus stopping thermal conductivity at twice the rate. The insulated tile doubles the thermal insulation, and it uses double the resources of a normal tile. So it's better to use the insulation than abyssalite. Okay. Gotcha. We'll do it. What's the best insulator? Igneous rock? Fossils? Sandstone? I'm just gonna use this igneous stuff, I think. So we want to build it to there, right? And then this one is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fine. Gotcha. I read you loud and clear, baby. How did I misunderstand that? What? It doubles the thermal insulation. I thought that was a good thing. Read the numbers on the tiles. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. We're not going to be able to use abyssalite tiles in the next update, though, right? You can't make tiles out of abyssalite anymore. They've taken it out. Thermal conductivity is 0.00001 W per degree K difference. Okay, so that's that. And then on this... Oh, it doesn't even say. Data not found. What the hell? In the next one, you can't build abyssalite tiles, but abyssalite is always better. Super insulators in the next update. Okay, fine. So we do want this to be abyssalite, right? Okay, fine. Fucking hell, chat. Jesus. So we'll cancel all this. And then we'll just make this into abyssalite. And then next update, which is tomorrow, we're not going to be able to do abyssalite, right? Tiles, but we can use a super insulator instead. Okay, fine. Gotcha. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. It's right there. Okay, so that's going to be the chamber of secrets. We want to make sure that there's no crap in here. We also want to make sure that it's high enough too, right? So we're going to go like 2 over here like this. And that's just so that we can fit more like tiles. Temp shift plates is what I meant to say. We want to fit more temp shift plates. Temp shift plates. I can't deconstruct this either, but I can use it. Who wants to do a bioscan? Anybody? Nobody's feeling up for doing a nice bioscan here? No? Lover of slots? Wearing a cape? Doesn't want to do one? It's fine. It's fine, lover of slots. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be a team player. It's alright. Okay, so all this stuff that's falling up here is fine. We just don't want stuff like in the actual chamber, right? So we'll get rid of it soon. Who's this? It's Lover of Sloths again. Fuck me. Somebody come and do this bioscan so we don't have to deconstruct this door. Oh my god. Get so angry. Oh, I'm so angry. Maybe it's him. No, it's not. It's not Steampunk 360. He's just coming up here to do gerbs. Ah, shit. It's dinner time. God damn it. Send in the Bubinski. I tried. I tried. I'm going to use that bad boy for cooling. Yeah, I am. Yeah. We're going to try to cool down some industry that we're going to build around here. But we want to make sure that we leave enough space because we're going to try to put the rocket over here too. We're going to just deconstruct all of this crap. Some of this stuff we can get stuff from, I think. What is it? One of these things, I think, when you deconstruct it, gives you steel. These windows. So we don't have to make steel. Oh, yeah, we are going to have to make steel, right? We're going to have to make steel at one point. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Yeah, you're right. It's true. I have enough food to last like a decade of cycles. I know, it's crazy. We don't have anybody cooking anything up right now, but we do. It's true. We do have a lot of food. All right. So where are we gonna put this this module for the hydrogen and oxygen that we're gonna be pumping into here? We'll leave a little gap in here as well so that guys can get through here. And then if we want to put tubes in and stuff as well, we can, right? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 across, isn't it? So then you have like the thing here, the thing there. Yeah, that's it. That's right. And then it's like 3 high there to about there. And then we have the things. And then it's another 3 in here. But filled up. It's like that, right? Okay. Good. So we'll have a ladder that comes down here. So that we can do this work. And then we'll mine out all this stuff. Stuff on the side too. And then we want to make sure that we drop all of the mined stuff out of the bottom too, right? Fuck. Still nobody's done this. Fucking somebody fucking come on. Please. Today even. That it would be great. Suck the old worm food out in space. No, I don't want to do that. You know, people might need to still eat that. People might enjoy it, first of all, and might depend on it as well. We don't want people losing out potentially, right? All is fair in love and war and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna need to run the power up here too, aren't we? So let's get on that. So we want the main power coming up here. So we're gonna have to do wire bridge here. And then we're gonna have to send the heavy watt up here too, right? Okay, and then we can have some transformers and stuff down. You know what? Actually, let's run it underneath. Okay, we'll have some transformers and stuff over here so that we can power up some of these things. Should be fine, right? For the polymer presses, we can put it on a circuit. We don't need to run the high voltage wire, but then some of the high voltage wire will have to be sent in directly to refineries and shit like that, right? That's fine though. We can handle it. Should just get a lot more dupes. We'll speed up my progress a lot. We don't need the problem with getting them now is that they'll all be so low skilled. We'd have to make more exosuits for them. They'll be fucking slow as shit until their agility gets leveled up. We have to put them through job training and everything. It's not worth it. I'm not just gonna flood in a bunch of like useless dupes. It's not worth it. I don't think so anyway. Oh, Mubinsky with the mining. Every time, right? It's crazy. Build an army. No, I don't want to build an army, my cool. I don't want to build an army. Honestly, though, no, I don't really want to build an army. I've decided not to. I've decided against building an army. Hey, thanks very much, Mr. Fukushitu. Thanks so much for the donation. Would you like to acquire this installation, turn it into our gas and fuel R&D? We'd also like to revive Sipsco and all its dependencies, sell them to Disney, and make a sequel. Terps will be your lovable sidekick. Won't take no for an answer. Okay, sure, yeah. I'll sell it all to you, baby. It's yours. Consider it done. Let's do this out of iron. So this is gonna go here, like so. That's right, eh? Yeah. That goes there. And then we're gonna have to get the pumps and stuff built. Before we get the pumps and stuff built, let's just get rid of some of this snow. And we want to be able to access these seeds and stuff. We can take them back to the base before it gets too hot here and they all perish. Right now they're all frozen, so it's fine, right? Suck the old worm food out into space. No, again, that's not an option, okay? We cooked up all that pickled worm lice or whatever it's called, meal lice. We spent all the time cooking it so that we'd have food. It's like a doomsday scenario, right? That's why we've done this. We've done this. Look, I know a lot of the food is going rotten or whatever, but we'll get dirt from it. We're composting it all. Look at all these jugs of water. We got a lot of jugs of water in the base too, which are gonna all be used up once the research starts flowing again. Don't worry, guys. We got this. We're all over it. In fact, it's incredible. We're doing a great job here. We're building some great things. Is this thing active yet? No, 12.8 cycles before it starts to go. And this is storing natural gas. And look, it's never filling up, so we're getting maximum gas from now. Look, he's grown up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Polluted dirt. Oh, you know why? It's because of all that rotten meat. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to let this guy out of here. He can't live in there, right? Polluted. Okay, pick up that shit.
Have you ever thought about doing a Stellaris run, Sipsy Big Love?
No, not really. I can though. If I open up the piss tank, it's basically Jenkem. It's been sitting there for a while. Yeah, and it is basically Jenkem, okay, but it's fine. I haven't really thought about doing it. No, I like Stellaris. I need to play it a bit more. Same with EU4. I need to play some more EU4. Thanks, Rusty Boy. Thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Eject piss into space and see how it reacts for science. That'd be a very, very interesting thing to do, wouldn't it? What about if we eject poops into space? What would happen to them? Will the poop just like shrivel up instantly, or would it just float around in space like all moist and fresh right out of your butt? What would happen to the poop? Does anyone know? For science, yeah, of course. Just for science, yeah. It expands. Nice. Is the poop solid or liquid? Ah, it's like a bit of both. It's like a very soft one, very soft stool. You know the kind. You know the kind I mean, right? You ever get those soft stools? No? A really mushy one, yeah. You know, like the one that it almost looks like it's like a chocolate mousse or something. Like, ugh. It's like too soft. It creams up your crack as well. It's fucking terrible. All right, I think we're just gonna have to deconstruct this because nobody seems to be heeding the call here. We'll hang on to this ladder for now, and then we'll sandbox it out when we're done with it, right? Yeah, like a soft service. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. Do I still do stuff with the Augscast crew? Yeah, I still do stuff with Lewis and Flax, but I haven't really done like anything for the main channel in a while. But I'm kind of like GTA'd and TTT'd out. Like I've played too much of those games in the past, and I just don't really feel like playing them. So I haven't played them. I haven't been in any of the main channel recordings, but it's fine. They've got tons of people who are up for doing it, so it's fine, right? Let's delete this stuff and get all this crap out of here. Only to then replace it again with the goods. It's just better than sweeping, isn't it? I'm watching for like 6 or 7 years or more. Just sub because I was never able to show my appreciation before. One question: when do you start the dirt factory in this game? Oh, dirt is a very early resource in this game. Like we're using dirt. Well, we were using a lot of dirt for a farm that we had inside the base at one point, but we've moved it out since. And now we use slime for all of these mushrooms, which the mushroom farm. Once we got the wheat sleet farm and the sleet wheat farm and the pinch of pepper nut farm set up, we won't really need to use the slime anymore either. We'll need some of this crap here instead. This stuff, phosphorite, which is what Drecos poop. So we might actually end up with a Dreco farm in the end. Just one that we barely do anything with. Certainly not going to rely on them for shearing plastic and stuff like that. I mean, it's just tricky to balance it all out, right? But for the extra phosphorite, it should be fine. But hopefully we'll be able to get some of the resources that we need from going into space. Like we're still a little bit far off space, but you know, we might be able to go off to a planet and just bring back a ton of the stuff that we need, right? And then we wouldn't need to do any ranching. It'd be much better. I don't need dirt or slime or anything. No. Bristleberries without any kind of attention as long as they have light and plumbing hooked up. Yeah. Bristleberries we could have a farm for sure. And it would be very, very low effort. But the bristleberries don't give you a huge bonus either, right? Like, that's why we want to have peppered bread, because it gives you like plus 16 morale. It's crazy. I think the best thing about poop in space is the miraculous chance that years in the future someone might get your shit on their space windshield. Maybe even get it stuck in their space windshield wipers. There is always that possibility, yeah. Okay, so this has been removed. So let's deconstruct this one too, which will force them through here, and then we can finally explore in here and see what's in there. Probably a whole lot of nothing. Is this the side of the map? Yeah, this is the far side of the map too. It's pretty good. Okay, so that's fine. So we can deconstruct this. We can reconstruct this. And then we just got to do the bottom floor. We shouldn't really have anything else dropping in here, hopefully. So we should be fine. All right, let's rummage through these lockers and see if there's any snazzy suits or anything in here. And then we can finish off removing this crap. And then we'll get rid of the computer desk and the locker when we've done that. We might as well uproot this bad boy here as well. So we're going to need a couple of these. Oh, no, we're not, actually. We're not going to need it in here. What did you find? Is that a... It's a cool vest. So cool vest protects the wearer from heat by decreasing insulation, but its decor is -10. So we probably don't really want that. We want like a snazzy suit or something, right? It's another cool vest. Hello? Why not uproot this? Everybody just ran away at the last second. Doesn't make sense. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. There's the stuff that we can't get rid of otherwise, right? Okay, good. Alright, so let's mine out this stuff here as well. Clear this chamber. This can be deconstructed. We might need the ladders in here to put up the tiles and stuff. Do I leave space between the tiles? Between the temp shift plates? Or is it better to just have a solid wall of them? Well, you just deconstruct the computer desk and locker. You can't. You can't do it. Unfortunately. They can't be deconstructed, so you have to just delete them. What am I working on at the moment? We're going to make a cooling chamber with this anti-entropy thermal nullifier. Get it nice and cold. We're going to pump some hydrogen into it as well. And then we are going to build some industry. We're going to get some polymer presses going. And we're going to need to run petroleum up here. Which, we've created quite a bit of it now. It's pretty good. We should have somebody on this full time. It's top priorities. So Toto is currently working on it. He's grimy and hungry. And this is going to produce plastic for the colony. Lots of plastic. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. You want to see me play the new XCOM, but you also want to see me play BattleTech. Oh shit, yeah, I keep forgetting about BattleTech actually. The CNN Cold War documentary series is pretty good. It's on YouTube. Okay, cool, thanks. I'll check that out. Kenishiro. I fucking love documentaries. Holy crap. Man, that Vietnam War documentary was fantastic. Holy shit, it was such an eye-opener too, but man, it was really good. I really enjoyed that. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. We'll drop it out of this chamber, and then we can start building the stuff. And then we can start pumping this out. And then we can start making some stuff. It'd be good. So we want to have ventilation, gas pumps. We want a gas pump here, here, and here. Automation-wise, we want some sensors here and here. And then we want some automation wire connecting them up. We also want a electrolyzer made of pure gold. There. And we also want to set some automation wire up to this thing so that we can flick this on when we're ready to go as well, right? So we'll have a switch here. Signal switch. And this will help us like vent it out. So that's that. We also want to do some ventilation here. So let's get some pipes ready to go with, so oxygen will come out the bottom. And we'll vent it out here first. So there's a bunch of crap in there. And then this is going to connect up to that, but we want to vent it out first. So it's in the right places. Okay, and then we're going to need to have, over here, we're going to have some more abyssallite. Because we're going to have to set up some transformers and stuff down here, right? Okay, perfect. Look at Lover of Sloths go. That's insane. Okay, and then once we've added these tiles, we'll remove all this stuff out of here so that the whole place is empty. And then once this is done, we'll remove all the stuff out of here as well. Because we want to have like empty rooms, right? We don't want to have a bunch of clutter in them. If only we'd done that in the base as well. God damn, all the crap laying around in the base, the worst, isn't it?
I said long ago Battletech might be ragey, but Lewis and Ben finished it making rules for themselves to make it harder, so the challenge is laid down.
Right, okay. Is that pretty good or what? Battletech. Battletech? Lisa needs for Battletech. Alright, good. Dig out this as well. So, hang on a second. We have this situation whereby the copper volcano is creating a lot of steam in here. Copper volcano? Get the hell out of here, you dummy. Also, that's the wrong button too. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. And then we're gonna want a ladder like down to here so that we can... Fuck me. Fuck this copper volcano. How hot is this? 200 degrees. Good lord. How hot is it down here? Not as hot. It's because of all the liquid, right? It's like 80 degrees or something here. It's not as hot over here. So we want to like cool it down in there a little bit. How, does this stop working if it gets too cold or something? You're craving me playing XCOM. Well, we're due to play some XCOM pretty soon, so we might be doing some soon. We said we were going to as well, right? We said we were going to play some XCOM pretty soon. Play some Madden. Okay, sure. Maybe vent out the random gases from that chamber into the space pipe. I don't think we really need to. I think we can, we'll just vent it out wherever. It doesn't matter. I mean, we could hook it up to the space pipe, I guess, but it just depends on how dense the air is around here, I guess. It's not too bad. It's pretty bad up here, though. We're not going to be able to get it out of there, are we? Okay, so we want to have tiles here again, and then let's remove these bad boys, build them again. Just so all this junk isn't just laying around. It's so annoying, isn't it? All this junk. Okay, so those will be the transformers. Do we want to store the hydrogen in a tank so that this system can keep running? And then all that stored hydrogen can then just feed into this anti-entropy thermonullifier. Because another thing that we could do as well with that, with the excess hydrogen that we're storing, is we can pump it out into other rooms that we might want to cool down with like wheezeworts or whatever as well. So it makes sense to have it, right? So we'll do that. We'll have it set up on the side here. We'll make it out of iron. We want to leave some space for transformers on the other side as well. So we're probably going to need a couple here, realistically. So we'll have a space in here to connect up the... And then we'll go like... Hang on a second. So it might be further along. So we're going to put all of our power transformers here so that they're a bit more central. So we need one for this, and then we're going to need to run some power up into here, into these other spots as well. So we just mastered a job too. It's Blake Dodge, the architect. Well done, Blake Dodge. Are you ready for something else? Like, fuck, I think you've learned all this stuff, haven't you? You've mastered plumbing. Can you do cooking? You're qualified. Okay, so we're gonna have to bump you up. If we are gonna bump you up, Blake Dodge, we'll put you on this. We have to bump up his food. Blake Dodge. Okay, perfect. Chat really wants to see Peter Pennywhacker in WWE 2019. Jesus, really? Any plans regarding Frostpunk? Man, I haven't played Frostpunk in a while. I loved it though. So it's very likely that we'll play it again. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct that. So that means we're going to have some small transformers here and here, right? Okay, perfect. And then this is just going to be above 0. That needs to be on all the time. That needs to be turned off. Oh yeah, we gotta pump some water up into here too, right? We're gonna have to filter it out. It's very hot around here. We're gonna have to like close this off, I think. It doesn't matter that the water is very hot. It's not even though, it's still cold here. I think we're gonna end up melting out this ice biome. There's a lot of heat here. Jesus Christ. A lot of this ice is going to start to melt, right? Okay, let me build this here like that. And then we can run the heavy watt over here to hook up in here. Look, like this. Perfect. Good. And then we're going to have to run some power into here too from probably this one. So we're just going to go in directly like this and then hook this all up like so with iron. Okay, that's great. Boop. We want this to be above 0 as well, so it's just on all the time. This is just to vent it out initially, right? So the automation is all set up. The wiring is almost all set up. We just got to get some plumbing in here as well, and we're gonna probably have to filter out some of this. Wait, I mean, there's a lot of water here. And then there's water here too, right? Okay, let's close this off so that we're not just constantly leaking water down here. Has this started yet? Oh, fuck. They still haven't come in and picked up this polluted dirt. Oh, that's fine. It's just occupying valuable space. I guess we're just gonna... It'll all come out eventually anyway, right? Doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's all set up. How are we doing power-wise? These things are running full tilt with some backup as well. And they need to be running. So we have no excess power right now. We're just meeting power needs, right? By the looks of it, with 3 generators running pretty much full time. That's nuts, isn't it? So we will probably need to have extra power at some point, right? Can we have a dedicated picker-upper? Yeah, we kind of need one of those too, actually.